tons and tons and tons of requests to do an updated what's on my iPad mini, because I did an updated what's on my iPhone, and you guys always like to see what is on my iPad as well. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right on into this. On my main screen, I have it kind of set up just like I do with my iPhone. I kind of just have like a middle screen, and then I have the screen to the left, and then I have the screen to the right, and that's pretty much it. There's not near as much as there is on my iPad because my iPad is only a 16 gigabyte. I try to keep it pretty, I try to keep a lot of space on it. So, with the first page over here, I should mention though that my dock apps are settings, notes, messages for like iMessage and stuff, but I like never use that. Photos and camera, so just basic stock apps. And on the first page is mainly stock apps as well. In here I just have utilities, which are iTunes Store, videos, maps, newsstand, game center, photo booth, tips, podcasts, and iBooks. And then right here I have music. I downloaded Yahoo Weather because I like to have the weather in a little widget. When I pull down right here, it'll say today, and then sometimes it has the little weather there. And then I have a cute calculator, which is on my iPhone as well. Calendar, reminders, clock, contacts, and then I have documents. Documents is pretty much just for Word documents or typing up certain like papers or things along those lines. Dropbox, which you guys saw on my What's on my iPhone, just a file sharing app. And then Procreate. Procreate is the app that I actually use to do digital artwork. It's just my art app that I use. You can draw on there and do all kinds of stuff on there. Then in my middle screen right here, I have Mail, FaceTime, Safari, and App Store. Oops, I didn't mean to go into the App Store. Okay, and then the third page is just kind of like my lame screen, I guess you could say. In photo, I just have PicFX, PicMix, and Video Star, just because I don't really do too much picture editing on my iPad. I mainly just use my iPad in case like my phone is dead and I have to check my social media, or I want to play games. That's mainly what my iPad is for, because a lot of you guys had questioned, you don't have any games on your iPhone. Why don't you have any games on your iPhone? And that's because all my games are actually on my iPad. So, and then in the next one, I have TV and movies, because I do like to watch the movies on the bigger screen, and TV shows and such, because I don't have cable, so I like to catch up with my television shows on apps such as these. So there's Lifetime, CBS, CW, Hub Network, which is what My Little Pony is on, A&E, and then I like TV Guide because it kind of tells me what's on television, and you can set little reminders for it to go off and tell you when your shows are going to be on TV. And then I have Flickster for like movies and stuff. And then in my games folder, I have Line Play. Now, I do have a full video on Line Play, I believe. Check my app walkthroughs playlist. It could be in there. I'm not sure, but I don't play Line Play as much as I used to. But then I have Candy Crush, which obviously is amazing. Triple Town is very addicting. I have Flappy Bird. You can't get it anymore off the App Store. I had downloaded it before it was like deleted or discontinued or whatever you want to call it. But I do have Flappy Bird. They do have tons of imitation Flappy Birds that you can download as well. This game, Nuts, it's basically this game where you are a squirrel and you have to like maneuver through this tree and like collect coins and stuff, and it's just a matter of, it's kind of like Temple Run, only you're a squirrel and you're like climbing up a tree rather than a guy running through like a temple. And then Heads Up. Heads Up is like one of my favorite, all-time favorite iPad games ever, or Apple games, or apps, game apps ever, because it's hilarious. It's just kind of like charades, or that game, I think it was called Password, or I can't remember what the name of it was, but I used to watch this show all the time on the Game Show Network growing up, and it was kind of the same concept. It's hilarious. I definitely recommend it if, and I believe it is a paid app, but it's definitely worth it. It is so worth it. It's such a fun party game for like when your friends are over and you're having sleepovers, or, you know, you just want to have fun with family or whatever. It's really, really fun. I love to play that one all the time with my friend Missy. And then I have Jelly Splash, which you guys have seen Jelly Splash before. It's really cute. I had been playing it a little bit. You guys saw a full review of this game as well. Check my app walkthrough playlist. But yeah, it's kind of addicting, so just be warned there. And then the next one I have right here is actually from the same maker as Jelly Splash, but it is called Agent Alice. And this one I downloaded recently because I noticed it was new, and I am kind of loving it so far. If you like the crime scene investigation games, or like the murder mysteries or things like that, this game is completely and totally perfect for you. I played this game a little bit already, but I'm kind of addicted to it. So what you do is you are this girl, you are Agent Alice, and there is a crime scene, and you have to go through, and by the way, the graphics on this are absolutely beautiful. But you basically just talk with the person just by tapping the screen, and then you have to go through, and it's kind of like one of those hidden, kind of like, do you remember those highlight magazines when you were young and you had to find those hidden objects? It's kind of like one of those. So it'll tell you like fedora, so you have to like click on the fedora, and then it'll say corset, and then you have to look on here and find the corset. And then cushions, I think, no, that's not a cushion. There's the cushions. And then gloves, and then there's the gloves right there. And then there's a corpse. Oh my gosh, there's a dead body right there. I didn't even realize that until just now. But then you find the clues, and once you find the clues, you tap it to continue, and then you find a couple more clues, and then you go on to the next phase. And then the next phase, you have to like investigate the certain things, and just go through all of these little like prompts and stuff that they give you. And I don't know, it's really interesting. And now that I've played it for like the first or second like level or task, you could say, I really want to find out who the murderer is, or who the bad guy is. Like I'm kind of been addicted to figuring out who did it, or you know, because I loved that show that they had on television one time. It was only for one season, but it was called Who Done It. And it was like one of those murder mystery shows. You guys had to like guess who did it. And I was just like addicted to it. So I'm going to examine the body. And you can see it takes a certain amount of energy or whatever to do these certain tasks. And then you just read through these. And then they talk about, you know, just how they kind of pair all the clues together and stuff. And it's just really fun if you're into the big crime scene investigation games like that. And it's, oh, I love it. So again, that is Agent Alice, and I am anxious to find out who the murderer is or who the bad guy is in this one, because it's just, ugh, it's kind of addicting. It's got me hooked already. Okay, and then Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I don't personally play any of the Five Nights at Freddy games, but my friend Missy does when she comes over, so she's kind of addicted to playing it when she comes to my house, and I kind of just like to sit and watch her play. You guys have probably seen the video, which was a walkthrough of her playing it. If not, I believe it's in the app walkthrough playlist that I have on my channel as well. I will go ahead and link that entire playlist in the description box below, so if you have any questions on any of these apps, check that playlist first, and maybe I've done a video on it. Alright, and then I just have Checkers, Solitaire, Tic-Tac-Toe, Mahjong, and Unblock Me. And those are ones that I just kind of like to play, you know, with a friend when we're sitting bored, waiting in the doctor's office, or, you know, in the car on a trip, because those ones don't necessarily need Wi-Fi, and it's just kind of fun to sit there and, you know, play Solitaire and Mahjong on my own. So there is that. Now flipping my iPad back over, and I should mention that my wallpaper features art from Audra Hime on Instagram. Her username will be in the description box below. She does amazing artwork. This is actually me riding my OC pony that I actually made myself. So moving on. Then I have the Blogilates app, and Blogilates is what I do for my workouts and stuff. You might know her as Cassie here on YouTube. Her YouTube name is Blogilates, so check her out if you are looking for getting into shape and workouts and stuff like that. Then I have Skype, YouNow, Tumblr, Twitter, Vine, Facebook pages, Instagram, my personal Facebook, and YouTube. So this is basically right here just all the stuff you guys have already seen on my what's on my iPhone, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. All my social media is under @Manda31409, same as my YouTube channel, so you guys can find me a lot easier. And honestly, that's it. That's all I have on my iPad. So, and again, it's a 16 gig, so I try to keep this a little bit more free of space. And I try to just keep all my pictures and everything like that on my iPhone, because I do a lot more of my photo editing on there on the go and whatnot. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if it helped you, I gave you some maybe game ideas, definitely check out the Jelly Splash and Agent Alice. They are both beautifully designed games, and Five Nights at Freddy's is awesome if you are into horror, scary video games. And then Candy Crush, Nuts, and Flappy Bird. Obviously you can't download Flappy Bird now, but if you like the more strategic games, check those out. And obviously just for fun, definitely check out Heads Up. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up if you want me to do some more of these in the future. And I will talk to you guys. I'm not going to edit that out. I was hoping to do this video in a straight shot, but my tang got tangled. Alright, I will talk to you guys in my next video. So until then, so long, stay strong, stay true, and be you.